thought I'd talk to one of the guys I used to race with. His first name was Phil. I can't remember exactly what his last name was. Of course, it's been a long time. But this Phil guy, he would actually be like the current, type of motor GP type racer you'd see nowadays, where he was a very small, thin little guy, and the thing about him that was actually unusual was that when I met him, he was almost 30 years old, and I seriously thought he was around 16, 17 years old. He literally looked that young, like literally. And being a little guy, he was often taken as as a kid. So he'd be like asking where his parents were and all that sort of stuff. And he never could get a drink at a bar without having to show his ID. And it's just one of those little things he had going through his life. Now, Phil did actually have a good laugh and take advantage of that too, because he was so young looking, and he actually used to be a really good motocross racer before he went road racing. And what he used to do was, every once in a while, when he just wanted some laughs, he'd go enter some motocross races in the schoolboy class, which is the 16 to 18 year olds. Now, of course, this is a guy who's had probably 10 years more experience riding dirt bikes than these guys, and he would beat them up pretty good. And of course, eventually what happened was somebody found out that here's this, I think he was a 27-year-old guy pretended to be 16. He got himself banned from the sport. But that's just the sort of things that he used to do. One of the downsides of him being small was we were racing at a race at Shoie X-14 in Nova Scotia one time, and it was an open practice, and he was racing his 250, and he was coming on this one corner, and a guy in a larger bike, I can't remember if it was a 600 or 750, was muscling him, like trying to basically bump him out of the way to get around the corner. And he actually basically body checked him and his bike off the track. Now, I think Phil weighed about 115, 120 pounds soaking wet, so he just didn't have the weight to try to keep himself on the track and sort of fight momentum, and so he got punted off. Now, Shoie actually does not have what you call a lot of runoff area, so basically what happened was the bike went straight off into the woods. Now, the woods, it is trees now, but most of it was like little saplings, like maybe inch and a half in diameter. Not going to kill you, but they would hurt like hell. And literally what happened, his bike got jammed in there like a wedge. So basically the bike didn't crash, it just basically sliced into these saplings like a knife and just got stopped. And it took like several hours after after racing had ended, and about 6-7 guys out there to try to help him get his bike back in. And the bike, other than just having green marks on it from the trees and whatnot, it was absolutely undamaged. But he was a pretty aggressive guy, real nice guy. His bike always looked like it was about ready to fall apart, because he was not what you call a master mechanic, but it would run. It just didn't particularly look pretty good. But for him, all that really mattered was going fast. So, anyways, that's a little short story about one of our racer dudes. Hope you enjoyed it. So, talk to you later.